Does Shine Armor actually work? I just applied this to my truck, so I'm gonna show you how I did it, test it out, and then talk about a couple major issues I see when people install this stuff on their truck. Let's go. Right now we're gonna go ahead and start applying the Shine Armor Graphene Ceramic Spray. You're gonna need 2 towels here, microfibers. Spray it on one of them and then put it on the vehicle. And like I said, this is already washed, which brings me to my first problem. When people use products like this, I've seen on the internet people applying them without washing it or washing their car the day before. Dust sitting on a car is going to create scratches, so I would wash it and immediately after dry and apply. So we're putting this on here. Pick a section and do it one section at a time so you know you're getting the whole car evenly. As they're applying this again, I know I kind of touched on it earlier, it says 1 to 2 minutes on the bottle. If you noticed, if you're going to start on the panel, you're going to start here and end here. If you're going to do this door, it almost takes about 1 to 2 minutes to do from the front to the back. So that doesn't mean finish the entire door and then wait 1 to 2 minutes, because now the front has sat for more than 2 minutes, probably 3, maybe even 4 minutes. And this is gonna cause another issue when trying to buff it. When you kind of buff it in or buff it off, if you will, you're letting it sit too long and it's gonna cure and it's gonna be very hard to get off. So keep that in mind of how long you're taking to do each door when you're applying. As we get to the trim here, I was curious to see how well this works in restoring your black trim, which we all know is a nightmare. I skipped this section here, coated this section, so we're gonna let it sit and see how much of a difference it makes. All right, so this has sat for a minute, again, uncoated, coated, and it makes a little bit of a difference here. You can see where I stopped, but it's not a full-blown game changer when it comes to restoring your black trim. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish applying this to the rest of the truck. I don't need to keep you guys here watching and waiting while I kind of do the same thing over and over again. So let me finish this. We'll wait the 4 hours that you're supposed to wait to expose it to elements, and then we'll give it the old water test. It has been 1 week since we applied Shine Armor on the truck. We got some rain, I have bird poop on the hood, and some dirt and mud a little bit on the side, so it's gonna be a perfect 1 week test. I'm gonna wash it with water and water only, and then dry it off with the air hose right here so we don't touch the truck at all, and we can see exactly how hydrophobic this stuff still is and shiny after we're done. Let's try it out. All right, as you can see, the bird poop did come right off. I think the hood sheeted the water the least. You can see it's still beaded up, but look at the sides are definitely all beaded with the water. The hood does take the most abuse, but it's still super shiny. So we're gonna hit it with the air dryer, get it all dried off, and see how we're looking. For a final review of the Shine Armor Graphene Ceramic, I think this stuff is pretty good. It did help get the bird poop and dirt off the side with just water, no soap. Ease of install, I'd say it's pretty easy. You could do it with just a microfiber towel, but I would never do it in direct sunlight in your driveway like I've seen a ton of people doing. And I would take special attention to never letting it cure over the 2 minutes, because then it becomes difficult to buff the product off of the surface. When you're done, I would then pull the vehicle out into direct sunlight, do a 360 walk around, and make sure the product is off of the entire surface. As for looks, I'd say it definitely looks super shiny. It has a slick touch, feels like butter on the surface of the vehicle. but the water sheeting capabilities I'd say are decent. It does bead very well, but doesn't really sheet off as good as I've seen other spray ceramics, but this is at the lower end of cost. So drop a comment below if you've used the stuff, or let me know how you make out with your application. Guys, like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next one.